Well, a very Merry Christmas to you all. It's this time of year that we sit around and we kind of reflect on the year that's just gone by. Not everything is good. Not everything was bad. I do hope you were good enough, though, to get some nice presents from Santa. I, for one, am celebrating a new camera. I am a photographer, first and foremost, and those of you who have been following the channel for the last 3.5 years or thereabouts, is it that long, really? Will know that I got into YouTube because I simply had the equipment to do so. So I got myself a little Fujifilm XM5, little pocket rocket, some great autofocus, which is what you need as a YouTube creator, and this will find its way into cars and everything else that I do going forward. This is just a little thank you for everyone that has followed my journey over the last year. We got 2 new cars. The Audi e-tron GT hasn't really featured that much on the channel because, to be honest, there's not that much interest. I did one video introducing that car and it kind of fell flat on its ass. It's really difficult to make EV content at the moment, simply because of the general backlash towards being forced down that route. If you're a petrol head like me, we don't like to see it. We want to have ultimate choice in what we do. But with the car there, it's 12,500 miles in. We have it for another 3 years. It's a 4-year lease, 15,000 miles a year. We've already done 12,500 miles in it, or should I say, Mrs. Ed has already done. Well, the lion's share of that on the way to and from work. What surprised us with that car is really the convenience. You plug it in at night and it's ready to go again with a full charge the next day. We don't use that car for long journeys. We use it within the range from the house, and we have a cheap EV tariff to do so. It's really the only use case that I can think of that really works. If you're relying on the charging network around about, it's not just the range anxiety, it's when you get there, will the chargers actually be in service? It's a strange way of thinking. It's very much like what we do in the aircraft. We carry enough fuel for the journey. We carry a reserve for going elsewhere, and we carry a little bit more, another half hour, and we carry a further final reserve of about half an hour's fuel on top of that. So we always have an escape plan, and it's very much planning like that with an EV, unfortunately. Second car we got was the Montreal Verde, the green Giulia Quadrifoglio, and that has been my daily driver. I think I've probably done about 4,000 miles in that car this year. Of course, having gone long haul, flying the A350 these days, I'm going to work, driving, commuting about 4, maybe 5 times a month. So that's a nice way to keep the mileage down, perhaps, on the car, but still enjoy something a little bit special on the way. And it's, you know what, it's for those few moments that you get the chance to put your foot down, it's just a glorious thing to behold. I've got used to the carbon seats. I'm glad to say that it's all working okay. The comfort package is a little bit more comfortable, as you might think, but there's something about that gloriousness of the carbon fibre that just adds that little bit of je ne sais quoi, the little bit of spice. And the smile on the face reflects that. Thank you so much for all of you that have followed the channel, especially this year, or the other 3.5 years that we've been going. I think we're 120 odd videos in, 16 of those were this year. It's a little bit more than I was expecting, to be honest. I was expected to have done much less than that, but there were a few videos surrounding kind of collection of the Quadrifoglio. And that was kind of the lion's share. We did the trip, of course, to the Highlands in the L322, got rained off and slinked back to the Lake District with our tail between our legs. I did contact Thule over that, and they just basically said I was using the tent wrong. I'm not really sure about that, but surely it goes up, it comes down, and if the zips leak, the zips leak, and well, that's my version of events anyway. But apart from that, things have been going pretty well. As I said, I'm a year into the A350. I've been doing trips around about North and South America, South Africa. I've been to Sao Paulo. I've been to Rio, Cape Town, Tokyo, far-flung places. And as a result of that, I have resurrected an older channel that I had some 13 years ago called My Contrails. Initially, I was using that to share kind of videos and photographs with my family, but I've decided to resurrect that and turn it into a little bit of a channel for photography and just being out and about and enjoying myself. There is also a crossover onto this channel. I introduced the Backroad Adventures series. I've got a couple of more of those in the editing process, but the hours and hours that are put in for the minuscule views of a couple of hundred or thereabouts is really quite disheartening, I have to say. But maybe that side of things will grow that little bit, and I enjoy doing it, so I'm not going to stop. What have we got to look forward to next year? Well, I've no new cars ordered, no plans to do anything. I had toyed with the idea of adding a second electric car to keep the mileage away from the Alpha, but at the end of the day, you see, there's no real sense in buying a car to keep the mileage lower on another one. You may as well enjoy the first one in the first place. And that's where we went. So why not just enjoy what we have? And that's my full intention. I'm going to bring you along with the journey in owning that car. I haven't decided what I'm going to do as far as service packages are concerned yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So it's just really a thank you. Thanks for watching my stuff. We've got about 8,500 subscribers on that. I've never really chased subscribers. I've never really chased views on this, but thank you for joining me along the way. I hope you have a very merry rest of the Christmas, very prosperous and happy New Year. All the best now. Bye-bye.